Hi there, good afternoon, good morning rather. This is Chartbusters. I'm Mangla Malu. With me is Nigel D'Souza. There's no other way to put it other than saying, Nigel, it's 50-50. Absolutely flat for the Nifty, absolutely flat for the Nifty Bank as well as the Sensex. The only thing outperforming is the mid-cap index, but that's only on an index level. If you take a look at the advanced decline lines as well, split right down the middle, an equal number of stocks in the red and in the green. What is interesting though, while the put-call ratio is stable around that 1.53 mark after falling yesterday, the closest put, which is the 10,900 put, which is added close to around 6 lakh shares in open interest as we speak, premium lower. So it'll be very interesting to see whether we hold on to the lower levels or not. 10,850 to 11,000 looks like we're in a bit of a range out there, but 50-50, Nigel.
Yeah, well, that's right, Mangla. You know, I've been hearing you guys out. You'll have been talking about Asian Paints. The numbers look good. TVS Motors as well. The numbers look good. And those stocks have got rewarded as well. You know, I want to make my limited point on Shree Cement. Yesterday, the stock was up close to around 3%. The markets were very nervous. They were wondering, hey, how can Shree Cement deliver such a good set of numbers? Even if you adjust it for one-off, still, in fact, those numbers look quite good. And good to see that it's delivered a good set of numbers. The stock is corrected close to around 10% odd from the peak just in the last 20 days approximately. And today, it's getting rewarded. It's up close to around 3.5%. Shree Cement seems to be doing something right. They are controlling their cost. And though the valuations are quite high out there, it's getting rewarded today as well. So some of these stocks, they are looking good. And in fact, you know, they're trading in the green. On the flip side, if you look at an ICICI, that stock, in fact, was under pressure. Now it's down close to around 10%, by the way. Just pull up the intraday chart. ICICI Pru is down close to around 10% as we speak. So not looking too good. Some of those stocks are getting absolutely punished.
Absolutely. And some of them are also seeing some sort of profit taking. TVS Motors, for instance, opened in the green. Yesterday moved higher. Remember, it was around a 26% top line growth, 2 quarters of 8% margins. And there we have it. That stock at the lows of the day trades at around 25 times.
25 times. 26% growth is great, but it's also trading at 25 times. So taking some money off the table. But encouraging to see the management sounded very, very confident. They're promising a better quarter 4. We'll stay tuned. First up, let's run us through the top stories.
All right. So the top stories, it is Sun Pharma. That one's under pressure. The company receives and responds to queries from SEBI. Management confirms to CNBC TV 18. But it hasn't clarified whether these queries are related to the whistleblower complaint.
And FMCG major ITC is higher, reports its Q3 numbers later today. The street is expecting a good performance with a 6 to 7% growth in cigarette volumes and a revenue growth of 10%.
Insurance companies like ICICI Pru and HDFC Life lose. The gross written premium for ICICI Pru slips 1.5% on a quarter-on-quarter basis, stock down 11% as the 13-month persistency ratio also declines by about 130 basis points, while its margins decline by 50 basis points quarter-on-quarter. For HDFC Life, value of new business margin declines by 50 basis points to 24% quarter-on-quarter, and MK has downgraded both the stocks to accumulate and reduces the target price.
Well, and Shree Cement jumps post its Q3 numbers. The numbers look quite good. Remember, volumes were in line, but margin performance was quite encouraging. The stock remains a top cement pick for Deutsche Bank. The brokerage firm expects the March quarter EBITDA margin to be even stronger. Has a buy call on the stock.
A lot of stocks, they're reacting to an order win. Viatech Vabak secures desalination order worth 467 crores from the Mangaluru refinery. Palchan Nagar Industries enters into an agreement with ISRO to manufacture the components for the PSLV program. Inox win a near 502 megawatt order win, while JMC Projects 2 reacts positively on an order win worth 500 crore rupees.
Okay, all right, let's get in, Ashwani. Then the markets are as flat as can be. We're holding at around the 10,920 odd mark. How do you trade the Nifty from here? Ashwani Gujral is with us. Hi, Ashwani, good morning. What's the trade on the Nifty from here and the Nifty Bank as well?
See, we are looking at a second half rally, at least on the banks and even on the Nifty. So this early morning dip should be bought into. Chances are we will get back to that 10,960, 970 zone. On banks, particularly ICICI, SBI, HDFC Bank is recovering from the lows. The large private banks seem to be doing well. So that way, as long as we hold on to yesterday's low, people should expect financials to move up. Having said that, individual stocks, Bata is a buy with a stop of 1045, target of 1080. UPL is a buy with a stop of 768, target of 790. And ICICI Bank is a buy with a stop of 368, target of 382.
Right, Ashwani, before we let you go, a word on any of these media stocks. All of them have corrected anywhere between 8 to 12% from the start of this month. But today, be it Z Entertainment, be it Sun TV, or be it even TV18 broadcast, of course, with due disclosures, all these stocks are moving higher and are at the high point of the day. Any pick that you like from there?
They've all had big corrections, and particularly Sun TV and Z. I think they are getting ready for some amount of upside. Maybe Z can get back towards 480, 500. Sun TV again extremely oversold stock, and wouldn't be surprised if it gets back to 680, 700. So somewhere these stocks seem to have made an intermediate bottom.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much for that, Ashwani. Well, moving on then, let's shift focus to a CNBC TV exclusive now. Sources tell us that ArcelorMittal plans to move NCLAT to expedite the decision on the Essar Steel insolvency case. Ritu joins us on the phone line with all those details. Ritu, fill us in.
Well, this is the second time after the bankers to Essar Steel had already moved the NCLAT to expedite this case that now we're seeing ArcelorMittal, which was declared the winning bidder last year in October, is now moving the higher court to ensure that NCLT finishes hearing this matter soon. Remember, the offer of 42,000 crore rupees to buy out Essar Steel was approved almost 3 months back, and since then, not even the hearing in the ArcelorMittal offer case has started. So far, the maintainability of Ruya offer has been heard by the courts, and that decision is expected before the 31st of January, which is the next hearing. But, ArcelorMittal's offer itself has not been heard, and therefore we understand it has moved now NCLAT to expedite this decision, and it has sought a faster decision by NCLT in a time period of 3 weeks as per, the petition that has been filed by Arcelor. We understand that NCLAT will hear this matter today itself, and then we can expect directions to be given to NCLT and the Bata, to expedite this case. Do remember, this comes just a week after State Bank of India announced its decision to sell the Essar Steel exposure, which could significantly alter, the committee of creditors itself, because State Bank of India is the largest creditor, and if it sells its exposure, a new member can then perhaps have a significant say in the entire process itself, which could have prompted ArcelorMittal again to move this petition. But it is important nonetheless, and we are expecting directions to NCLT soon after the hearing today.
All right, Ritu, thanks a lot for that. So after banks, even ArcelorMittal pressing the NCLAT to expedite this order. We will await details from that. With that, we slip into a short break, come back, and Kajaria Ceramics, that's the stock on our radar on the back of their strong third quarter numbers. We'll get chatting with Ashok Kajaria, the CMD of the company.